Hello everyone, hello trading subscribers. My name is Paul Amos and today is January 22nd, 2023 and I am happy to bring to you a new episode of Trading. As you already know, we analyze the stocks market and so we can have an idea of what's happening on the stocks market and what we should be aware of. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode number 18. Let's go, let's put up the charts and we are going to start with S&P 500. As you already know, the last episode I recorded last Wednesday. January 18th. Okay, we said that we talk about where the sellers, they took control of S&P 500, where we got that bar. But the next day when the market opened and a gap down. Okay, so you see over here there was a struggle where sellers and buyers were trying to take control. But however, I can say it was like a neutral day. But last Friday, the buyers intervened, where you can see over here, the buyers intervene and they're trying to push the price higher. However, as I stated in the last video, this 20-day moving average is still acting, as a resistance level, where every time the S&P 500 hit that level, so you see that there's a lot of sellers that over here so to overtake. So far, the 200 moving average still, considering like a barrier. So as far as I know, there is no way that the S&P 500 is gonna be able to trade higher. At the higher level over here. So, and also you need to be aware of that 200-day moving average that is declining. So that means there is a reason why buyers cannot really take control. And if you look at the 15-minute time frame, you can see that also on the 19, as I explained it earlier, there was a gap down over here. And the sellers, they were really in control. And the same day, there were some buyers sitting over here and trying to take control. But, and Friday, when the market opened, the buyers still had control. And over here, we can tell that, the buyers still over control. But however, there is no reason to be excited about, because the 200 moving average is really an important. For the buyers to really be in control, they need to bring the price at the high level up to that situation. And also, even if we get there, remember that blue line, which is the VWAP, so it may be that level may be really interesting, because I know, but as you can see in the past, we had sellers that stood over here, and every time the price reached that level, and then they try to pull it down again. So we're gonna keep monitoring that situation and see exactly when the market opens tomorrow. So we're gonna know exactly what gonna happen tomorrow. When the market opens, we might find a situation where the price may go up like that. The price may keep going like that, or you can have a situation also where the sellers may be still aggressive and they can keep trying to push the price down. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen. So let's see for NASDAQ. NASDAQ is the same situation. However, NASDAQ, so far it hasn't reached the 200-day moving average yet. But however, you see now last Friday, NASDAQ was traded, above the 50-day moving average. I'm talking about that green line, above that 50-day moving average, which means the buyers, are still trying to take control of NASDAQ. But however, when the market opens tomorrow, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. And remember, considering that 200-day moving average, that purple line, that really, according to me, it's really an interesting level where there is sellers, that might be waiting in here. And also be aware that 200-day moving average is declining. That means, whatever you do, and if you go to the time frame analysis, you see now there is nothing to be excited about. Even though in the 15-minute time frame, you see it's been trading above the 5-day moving average. But consider that big picture over here, where you have that 200 moving average that is declining. So that, and over here also there is nothing that interesting happening over here. So we need to be aware of what's gonna happen. So we need to keep monitoring that situation. And also, let's see for Russell 2000. Russell 2000, it's exactly the same thing. Wednesday and Thursday, where the seller was still in control. I remember I talked about it in my last video. And also, the next day, the market opened with a gap down. Though, the Russell 2000 price which was trading above that 200-day moving average. But that's not really interesting because you still have that 200-day moving average that is declining. And also, remember that this blue line is still acting as a resistance level. And so I hope that, so I believe that by the time, Russell 2000 get to that level, you might find a situation where you got again sellers staying right here, trying to put the price down. So we're gonna wait and see. So tomorrow, so we need to be focused on what's gonna happen tomorrow, so we can have an idea of what to do next. And also we have this semiconductor, the same situation. It's like, like NASDAQ, where the seller is still right here, even though again the semiconductors were trading last Friday above the 200-day moving average. But remember that level is still acting as resistant. And also the 200-day moving average is still declining. That means there is nothing yet to be excited about. We just need to wait and see. So the scenario would be tomorrow, when the market opens tomorrow, you might have a situation where the buyers might keep, putting pressure on the price, where they can try to bring the price higher, or the sellers might be right and they will be trying, to push the price lower. And when you look at the 15-minute time frame, you see over here that level is really interesting also. Even though the semiconductor has been trading above that 5-day moving average, we need to understand that we're still in a downtrend, where the big picture tells us there is nothing to be excited about. Now we need to see exactly what's going to happen with those 3 moving averages. So for a real situation to happen, we need to see a lineup like that, where you're going to have the 20-day moving average is going to be up, and then the 50-day moving average is going to be below the 20-day moving average, and that 200-day moving average is going to be below all of those 3. This is where, when you have a situation like that, we can say exactly there is probably a situation where the buyers are in control. So let's look at the biotechs. The biotechs, you see, still ranging over here. So even though we have the situation where it was trading above the 50-day moving average, but look at that. For a situation to are we gonna have is that gonna be break up over here, or what's gonna happen? You see that this is still acting as a resistance level, where the sellers keep pushing the price down, and also you see the buyers trying to raise the level up here. But what's gonna happen? We don't know. Maybe tomorrow, when the market open tomorrow, we may have a situation where the buyer, they're gonna keep putting pressure over here. But what's gonna happen if you see in the past, where when the price get to that level, or so there were sellers over here that were trying to put the price down. Maybe we can face the same situation again tomorrow, when the market open, at 9:30 in the morning. So or when the price got over here, you may have a situation where the sellers keep pushing the price down, and so on and so on. So we still need to monitor, the biotechnology stock, to see exactly what's gonna happen. So far, as I keep saying it, there is nothing to be excited about. We just have to wait and see. We just need to be really precautious, when you are trading the environment of the market we are now. Let's see about the financial sectors. The financial sector is that different from S&P 500, from NASDAQ, from Russell. And you see the same situation, where also the price was traded, above the 50, the 20, and the 200 moving average. But remember, look at over here. That situation in here, is really interesting, where you can still have sellers over here. By the time the price, get to that level, you don't really know what's gonna happen. You may have situation like that, where sellers are gonna be here, or when they get here, they can still pushing the price down. So when you look at the 15-minute time frame, we can see that the same thing again over here. You may see a situation where the price keep tomorrow when the market opens tomorrow. You see, the seller, the buyers can intervene. They keep pushing the price down. But what about when they get here? You never know what's gonna happen. You can have a situation where sellers, can be really aggressive, where they push the price down again. So once again, please, dear trading subscribers, I invite you to be really precautious in that situation because you don't know exactly what's gonna happen. So let's see some individual stock, like for example Amazon. Let's see what happened with Amazon on during the week. You see Amazon, that level is still really, Amazon is still struggling over here, where they've been trying to raise, to put the price higher. But remember, over here we got sellers that have been really aggressive, and also Amazon is still on a downtrend. Look at that. And the weekly time frame, you have Amazon that is been trading below the 200 moving average, and also on the 1 day time frame, Amazon has still been trading below the 200 moving average. That means that a situation like that, there is no reason to be excited about. Even if you see there is a rally, the rally is just in a downtrend trend, and you need to understand when there's a rally and a downtrend, it's really hard. Even if you get a profit today, if you don't know exactly how to manage your risk, you may wake up tomorrow morning and then you lose that profit. Please know exactly how to manage your risk so that when you get a profit, you can take that profit. So let's now about Netflix. Netflix had a breakout, last Friday, where it's been trading above that one over here. So now, what we need to see with Netflix is, tomorrow, for example, when the market open, we need to see situation like, the price keep rising, rising. But even if the price is rising like that, it's not really time to intervene, because we need to see if there's not gonna be a pullback. And the pullback, it does this and then it does that. This is where you need to intervene. Okay, so let's see about the 50-minute time frame. The same situation happening again. So we need to be really careful. And let's see about Tesla, for example. Tesla is really interesting as well. But Tesla is in a downtrend. Even if there was that rally, during the past week, but we need to be really careful with Tesla, because Tesla has been trading in a real downtrend. Look at that. You see that situation, that is really scary. But let's say about that stock over here. So we see this one. This one looks really interesting. This is something, if you are really an investor, you need to try to see exactly how you can intervene. However, you need to know exactly how to manage your risk. So I think today this is all I wanted to deliver to you in this episode. I hope you have found those information really useful, and that you'll be able to apply them in your trading and investing journey. My name is Paul Amos, and I will talk to you again in the next video. À la prochaine. Ciao, ciao.